Alright, stream is up. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to commit this to memory because I'm sure that I've gotten that confused before. That instead of just not taking a point, you have to reduce a point for a trait.
Yeah, but every species does it differently. That's kind of the big issue.
Hmm. Yeah.
I was kind of too busy to make a thumbnail.
Oh, for shame.
I know.
Uh,
I'm a lazy streamer. Oh no.
this is unacceptable. I'm putting in a formal complaint. I might even riot.
Yes. Alright, there we go. We got a bunch of posts. So now let's go into our world of Nosgoth. Roll 20. Launch game. Let me load up the map and see if it actually loads the way I want it to. Roll 20 is a little, how you say, fucky. Sometimes you gotta be like really careful how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. There, are you on the map now?
Which of the games should I click?
The new one. The Mobius last one, whatever it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Giving a good old hawk to a.
Yeah, bet on that thing. Good luck. Maybe my dice rolls will be all right tonight.
Yeah, I noticed you use a different Word document this time for your character sheet.
Oh, a different font.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was copying over a trait and it kept coming out in Comic Sans, and I didn't know why it was coming out in Comic Sans, so I set it to something else, and then I was like, well, that shit doesn't match. So I just had to set the whole page to it. I mean, what it's not even the text that you use in your document, but for some reason, it's always fucking Comic Sans whenever I copy a like trait information. Oh my God.
I'll just use your old token.
But yeah, it's kind of like Times New Roman. It looks a little dignified already. Oh, poor Ezrin.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, Fuddy, can you move this token?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Let me whip out my rules light page. The fuck is this shit that I have in my discount? Oh, Space Marine? Yeah, no. I already got that. I always take a quick little peek at my Gmail while I'm doing this shit. Yeah, the human campaign is one I'm more curious to see how that works out because it's their very first campaign and it's already brutal.
The Mortis or your human one shot?
The human one shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let me
I think that's
message Untamed Storm because I don't know if that guy was curious or not. Okay, so here we are. Are you ready, Fuddy?
yeah.
Okay. Because you're a bit more of a veteran player, we're not going to go easy on you. So get ready for this.
Oh shit. All right.
Hospice of the Fallen. Recommended level is 0 to 1. Recommended player count 1 to 4. So hey, we're there. As all
So far, so good.
beings as all beings of a society, vampires are no different in their origins. To start the climb, one must start somewhere. Posted across the Empire, Kane has issued the clans to send forth scouts into the ever decaying landscape of Nosgoth. These jobs pay a mere pittance, but for young and dishonored vampires, the job will suffice for now. After all, you have an eternity. Taking up the job for the mere reward of 15 gold, you and all other vampires in your party are tasked with one goal: explore the area and report back anything of note. Scribbled rather hastily at the bottom by some shoddy clerk who probably deserves to be fired, it says, "Leave no enemies alive." For more veteran players, this will be considered an easy mission, barely worth their time. But for breaking the ice with new players, this serves perfectly as a tutorial for how the game works.
Awesome. I'm brimming with excitement.
Yes. So, right now, to start the game, I'm going to allocate you gold based on your charisma times 2. Your charisma is 7, so that's going to give you 14 gold. So, what would you like to buy with
Alrighty.
14 gold?
14 gold. That should give me enough for an iron sword, yeah?
Yeah, so with the prices listed, I'm going to treat them. I'm going to the rules light page, and I'm going to loot section. Nope, not the loot section. Where is it? Ah, it's the combat phases under combat damages. Okay.
Yeah.
So listed in the rules light page is leather, iron, steel, dark renaissance, glyph armor, two-hander weapons, and dual wielding. Blah blah blah. Under there, you're gonna see leather, iron, and steel have like different gold values. The way I'm gonna treat this is the armor pieces are cheaper, so they're the bottom number. The weapons are the expensive part. So if you were to buy an iron weapon, it'd be 10 gold. If you're buying a leather like chest piece, it would be 1 gold.
Okay. I'll take an iron sword and some leather chest armor, leather boots, and leather gloves and a leather helmet.
Okay, so leather, leather, leather. So leather boots. Okay, so
Yes, please.
leather helmet, chest, gloves, and boots. Got it. And then iron
Yes.
sword. Okay. All right. So decked out in leather, 4 pieces of leather. Okay, you have no gold. Beautiful. Yeah, I see you love the
I
effects.
have a feeling I'm gonna need whatever defense I can get.
All right. Now the journey begins. Marching through the
Oh boy.
wasteland, wading through dust storms, and bathing in the moonlight as you travel, this job has clearly been a disappointment. No glory to be had, no scholarly research that you could glean, and possibly more importantly, no gold. Festering in your bitter angst, or possibly annoyance at your fellow vampires who don't share your respective clan heritage, you lot decide not to get too cozy with each other on such a brief expedition. Marching onwards, you note your last checkpoint to scout lies within a deep canyon. Roll a perception check.
Absolutely.
Wow, you barely passed. Amazing.
Hawk Chua coming in clutch.
I was gonna say, goddamn. A great earthquake occurs while you traverse the canyon. Each of you scatter for protection as waves of rocks fall and the chasm that parts the canyon grows ever wider.
Oh my god.
Emerging from the relative safety, you regroup. As the dust and sand settles, you find that the canyon itself has moved far more than you anticipated. You emerge from the tight canyon into a semi open space before you, and before you lie the mortal prey of all vampires men.
Delicious.
So, whoa. So, combat begins. You have 5 perception, he has 4, so you go first.
Nice. Alright, I'll roll for movement,
An amazing, mighty step.
of course. Off to a great start. Come forth, you pathetic mortal. I could use a meal, and I'm ready for combat.
So, is that all you're doing? You're not doing anything else?
Ah, yeah.
No magic, nothing? Okay.
Mm, God damn it, where's my magic page? There it is. Okay, it was blacked out. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on any magic for the moment.
Alrighty. So, it's the human's turn. He rolls an amazing 4. He closes the distance. And he takes a swing with his mace. Oh yeah, we're starting off on a strong note, I see. So let me look real quick at his stats because I think like that is a pass, but I just need to make sure. Strength of 5.
Immediately dead.
Okay. So that's gonna be 5 damage.
Ooh, shit.
Do you want to roll a perception to try to reduce it by a little bit?
Yeah, let's knock a little bit off of there.
Oh my god.
With my own 9.
So you reduce it by 1, which is gonna put it to 4 damage.
I can live with that.
I just can't believe that the human rolled such a good roll too. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
You
already out of the gate kicking my ass.
so you get to attack. or do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a nice melee attack.
10, nice. So let's look here. You got just 5 strength, iron weapon, and you have a melee proficiency of -2 for a modifier. So while your attack goes through, it's not going to do too much. So we're looking at 2 damage +1 +1. So you do 4 damage to this guy. And he has iron armor, so that reduces it by 2. So he takes only 2 damage.
Amazing.
Alright, it's the guy's turn. Going to roll for just a straight up attack. Another 9.
Jesus.
Alright, so you take 5 damage again unless you can perception this and somehow reduce it.
Here's hoping.
Another 9, yes. So now you're down to 2 HP. It is your turn. The battle is getting intense. This Mia human has taught you what it means to be mortal again.
He certainly has. Let's see. Yeah, dang. I don't know if this is some cruel twist of fate that I took a trait that requires more than one player instead of one that modifies my attack based on charisma. I was gonna take Charming Lad or Chap, but I figured, hey, we're gonna be in a party. This could help. But no. All right, I'm gonna go for another melee swing with a crit.
Oh shit. So you're swinging on a -2 mod, and that's kind of the funny part. So -2, it's
Oh, because I
impossible
can't
to
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
Yep, that's amazing. Oh baby. So you land a hit, and you
For
only do
two
2
damage.
damage. Yep. The fiend strikes back. He fails. Had the tides turned?
Oh, thanks, fuck.
Could Fuddy's time of vengeance
Probably
be
not.
now? Okay, he just fails. He didn't crit fail, thank God. Okay. Alright, Fuddy. The battle
All
is starting
right.
to take a turn. Will the mortal man lose his grip? Will the army of darkness beat them yet again? This is getting intense. Oh!
Let's see what I got. Oh shit. Coming in hot
They're on equal footing now.
with a mighty swing. Yeah.
And the mortal man ends it all with a crushing blow to the head. Alright,
Amazing.
so
Well,
you are dead. Now I need you to roll for the spirit realm, because you are now in the spirits.
1d6 or 2d6?
So I'm gonna need you to roll 2d6 to determine what kind of creature you're fighting.
All right.
And
Hey.
you're fucked. Okay. So you're gonna fight a Reaper Archon.
Oh Jesus.
I have never seen something turn out so terribly.
Heck of a start.
So
This is amazing.
the Reaper Archons fly, which means that you have a -2 chance of hitting. And
So I'm now at a -4 to hit.
yeah. It's got 8 in all stats with 6 melee skill and 8 magic skill. Okay.
I'm so fucked.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say this now. Do you just want to recreate your character and maybe change his trait and then restart this whole scenario, or no?
Let's see it through to the bitter end.
All right. So you have 10 HP. The monster strikes first. Where's my dice? Okay. So I gotta look. He's got 8, which is +2. And then he's got 8 magic, which is another +2. So that means he's gonna do a low success. So he reduces his damage by 4. So that's gonna be 4 plus 4. Did the magic balls have a specific damage count? No, it doesn't. So I'm just gonna say a magic ball just does 1. So you take immediately 9 damage. You have 1 HP left.
Holy shit.
All right. Well, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go for broke and take a swing.
All right. So
And I miss.
with a -3 mod, I believe that is yeah, it's a crit fail. You killed yourself in the spirit realm. He devours your soul. You're done.
Amazing.
All right. Well,
It just ends that quick.
it ends that quickly.
Ends, ends the breaks.
Now, I did kind of
Alrighty,
do
yeah.
this. I did kind of do this one shot a little bit more brutal for you, just because you're a veteran. But technically, according to the one
No,
shot,
that's fine.
when you're one guy, I'm supposed to actually wound the human. So him having 2 HP left, you would have barely won that fight. But I decided not
Yeah,
to
that
wound
was
it.
brutal.
All right, so
Yeah, that's fine.
let's recreate your character
That
sheet.
was fun.
All right, so
Absolutely. Let me find a charming lad or charming chap.
so you're gonna take that instead, charming chap. Okay.
Yeah.
So, average Warhammer enthusiast, welcome to the stream. Fuddy here is a very long time player of mine, so that's why I don't mind being a little too brutal for him, just because he knows how to play my systems. He knows, like, I can't tell you how many characters he's probably had that die and stuff from funny stuff. Um,
Oh, me and Death are old friends at this point.
do you want to stick with the same item count that you had with 4 leather armor and then 1 iron sword? That's kind of like all you could afford, but did you want to still stick with
Yeah,
that?
that's all I can afford.
Okay.
I'll just stick with that.
All right, so rune count is 8. Charming lad, that's going to actually help you quite a bit, probably. So, what Charming Lad does. Oh, hey, Crimson. What Charming Lad does is it basically turns it. Let me whip out the traits page. There we go. Charming chap / lass. So it makes it where your melee attacks are now charisma instead of strength or perception.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the rules light page, you can see that combat, under combat, you can change what kind of damages you're doing. So whenever you attack somebody, you could be a perception warrior or a strength warrior in this system. It's a very simple system. Like, it's really hard to fuck it up. It's very easy to understand. It's very easy to get killed, obviously. But the nice thing about the system is that when it comes to the perception warrior versus strength warrior, there is actually big differences, and both are actually pretty cool. You could be this guy with a giant greatsword and you have like 0 strength, but you have this amazing perception. And so you always attack first because that's what perception does. It governs who attacks first. But then strength gives you techniques, though. So perception people can't do techniques.
Yeah.
And also, strength people can use shields instead of trying to dodge like Fuddy was doing earlier, where he was dodging shit. So we're gonna rewind this, restarting the campaign. So the earthquake happens because I'm not reading everything again. Roll 2d6 for perception.
Already. Cool.
You barely pass again, second time with this earthquake. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a repeat of the whole thing. I can feel it.
So
This
you
dude's just gonna
survive.
keep walking up and stomping my ass for an hour.
And here it is, the boss, the legendary figure himself, the lone Seraphan scout who is gate guarding and gatekeeping the shit out of this campaign. So you begin because you have higher perception of 5. He has a perception of 4.
If I roll another one on movement, my fate is sealed.
Yes, it is. Hell
Oh,
yes.
oh my!
Yeah, that fate is definitely sealed. 3. Cool. Well,
Have at the
and he lands a
worm.
hit. Okay. So that's 5 damage. I can't believe this is happening. Are you
Jeez.
going to roll a perception check?
Yeah, yeah.
And it succeeds again with the 9s. What the fuck is up with the 9s? Alright, it's your turn.
Uh, I'm gonna go for a mighty swing,
Alright, cool. With a
and
minus
I
1.
miss.
With a minus 1 mod, that is almost a crit fail, but you didn't. Thank God. That's just a fail.
Small
Alright.
mercies.
The man takes another swing. He passes again. Fuddy, do you want to do the honors of perception checking, or do you just want to just die again?
I'm gonna hold out for as long as I can.
And you fail. Okay. So you're down to 1 HP.
Sorry, coming down with a chest cold. One.
So,
No.
one of the issues too is that Fuddy could be utilizing battle shouts, but
Ah, fuck. It's true. Do we have a page for shouts yet? Or
it's already uploaded. It's been there, yeah. Um, Here, I'll send it to you.
oh, thank you. Let's see.
Because
I
the
think
only
I might
one that
need
would
a
help you a lot would be
defensive
Ve
shout more
Victus.
than anything. They Victus.
Ve Victus.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm gonna attempt to shout Ve Victus.
Must roll a 5 or higher. You succeeded. Cool.
Oh shit.
All right, now you got to roll to attack.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, so you strike him. So now let me look at your damages. So we got 7 divided by 2. That's going to be 3 damage. Plus 1, plus 2. No. It's 3 damage, plus 1, plus 1, plus 2. Okay. So it's going to be 5, 6 damage. God damn. 6 damage.
Nice.
The human has iron armor, so he reduces it by 2. So now he takes it. So he loses half his HP. And just like that, you, like, damn near killed his ass. See what happens when we actually utilize everything? The human takes a
Yes,
swing, though, so
indeed.
this may be for nothing. He fails. Is that a crit fail?
Please let it be a crit fail.
3. Yeah, that's a crit fail. He hits himself for 2 damage.
Yes.
Alright, Fuddy, finish this. Finish it. Smack his titties off. Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna smack those titties so hard.
That was your
And then this.
Vevictus thing, right? That you were just casting again?
Yes.
Okay, so you're still stay at 7. You buff yourself. Okay, roll for attack. Oh my god, don't tell me that's a fail. So let's look. Plus 1, minus 2, so you're rolling on a minus 1 mod. And yeah, that's a fail. Well, at least the Vevictus stays on you, so you don't have to worry about that next turn. The human goes
That's good.
next. Oh my fucking god. Alright. The human has killed you. Alright, roll me a 2d6 for the spirit
All right.
realm. Honestly, I'm more
Lord.
tempted to make the spirit realm based on level instead of rolling the dice.
I don't know. This is pretty fun too, because you never know what you're gonna get. It's all up to
5.
RNG.
Oh
Set
my
another,
god.
set another Reaper Archon.
It is.
Wow.
Alright,
Wow.
so Reaper Archon has obviously higher perception, so he attacks. Yeah. So it's gonna drop you down to 2 HP. God damn it.
Amazing.
Alright, so you got 2 HP. You're gonna have a negative 3 mod to just even strike him with your sword.
Yep. Let's see what I got.
And is that a crit
And I
fail?
whiffed it.
No, it's not a crit fail. You just
Probably.
flat out fail.
Oh,
Alright,
that's
cool.
good.
And okay, your soul is devoured. Again. Okay.
Amazing. This has got to be a record.
Yes. I've never seen so many like amazing rolls for a human. This guy is like rolling perfect 9s. He just keeps rolling them. It's like, what
He,
the fuck? Every time we were playing humans, you guys like could not land a successful roll for quite a while. This guy's just
we were getting
landing
our
everything.
asses kicked by skeletons.
Skeletons of
Yeah.
all things, yeah.
This guy might as well actually be a boss character.
All right.
I
So
just keep
let's
this is Dark Souls at this point. I just keep dying and respawning and dying and respawning to the same enemies.
so let me actually follow the script. Okay. Each player at the table is 1 human token minus 1. So if you have 4 vampires, they'll fight 3. If you are doing a solo run, then you will have 1 vampire fight against 1 wounded human. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to wound the guy and then we're going to see same fight. So here we go. Roll your
Oh,
movement.
okay.
Yeah, this guy deserves a name by this point. This dude's standing there with his fucking intimidating mace. He's kicking everyone's ass. This is supposed to be a fucking scout, not a goddamn warrior of God. So you rolled a 4. Where are you moving?
I'll just get all up in this shit. At this point, we'll bring it. We know this song and dance.
Are you gonna cast any battle shouts, defensive or offensive?
Yes, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try for a defensive shout.
Most of the defense shouts require 8 except for one. Defend it numerous. Must roll 7 or higher cast.
Oh, and it's ally based.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of doesn't help you.
I'll go with Vivictus.
Okay. And you fail. All right. So
Amazing.
the human rolls 2 movement. That's great. That's all he needs. He strikes. He barely passes. You take 5 damage. Do you roll a
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll for
perception?
perception.
Oh my god. So because you crit succeeded that, I'm going to say you reduce it by 2 damage, so you only take 3. You're down to 7.
Nice.
All right, it's your turn.
Your generosity knows no bounds.
Yes, after I killed you like 3 times.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go for Vivictus again.
Nice. All right, you're augmented.
Drop a
And you
sweet attack
miss.
on him, hopefully. Of course I do.
He strikes, he misses. Is that a crit? No, it's not. Okay, thank God. So he misses, it's your turn.
We're in the thick of it now, boys.
Oh, you landed it.
Yes.
So now he's down to 2 HP. Because you do 6 damage and he's got full iron armor. It's his turn. He is going to swing. He swings. Are you going to perception this?
Absolutely. I need all the help I can get. And I fail.
Alright, so you take 5 damage. It is now your turn. Even when wounded, this fight is getting close.
Yes, indeed. Vivictus again, Vivictus.
Beautiful, it works.
And it passes.
And you miss. Alright. And he misses, I believe. Yeah, that's a miss. He needs an 8 to pass.
Yes! Vindication.
Alright, so what do you do?
Going for a swing.
You landed. You killed him after 3 tries.
Yes!
We got him.
Suck it. Give me your souls.
Alright, you have killed him. That is 2 XP, and I'm assuming you're going to drink this guy.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus.
Finally, the sweet taste of victory.
So you're going to get 7
it's
XP
sweet
total.
indeed.
So let's look at our hemomancy rules. So you heal based on half HP of the body. So he's got 8 HP, half of that is 4, so you heal 4 HP, so you're going to be up to 6.
Cool.
Looting his body, he does have full iron armor and an iron mace.
I'm taking all that shit.
Are you wearing it?
Absolutely. I'm stripping down and taking all of his gear immediately. No second thoughts, no questions.
Alright. So that's going to put you at a total armor count of 5, which equals a -2 damage reduction.
Oh, feels good, bro.
7, 1, Alright, so now let's go to the script and see what's supposed to happen next. And on that, you get 1 gold.
Oh hell yeah, a penny for my thoughts.
Hell yeah. You can perception check the body.
Hmm.
It's a minus
That's
1 mod. You fail.
and that's just a fail. Oh well. Hey, at this point, I'm happy with a win. I will
Killing
skip my happy ass onwards.
killing the mere mortal has revitalized you. Reminds you of 2 things. Only how far superior you are to them, and 2, how quickly they
Yeah.
can slay you. Ahead under the cliff, you note a structure. It looks ruined, partly by the earthquake. Something more important you note is it doesn't have a roof at all. You must get to it and check it out.
Absolutely. Should I perception check for the path
No,
ahead?
I'm going to reveal it, but right now I'm just kind of
Okay.
don't mind these tokens. They're just kind of my tokens that I have here just in case I want to copy paste them. Up ahead in your
Okay.
journey, you reveal the most terrifying and frightening thing, an awful JPEG image of rubble with watermarks
Oh,
all
I
over
was
it.
gonna say that woman from Mortis with the skeleton husband. That's the most terrifying thing.
Blocking your way forward is a large stack of rocks from the earthquake.
Jesus. Hmm. Can I perception check a path to weave through the rubble?
No, the rubble is blocking you completely.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll walk down to the edge of the cliff and can I perception check the distance to the bottom?
Sure.
Okay. Just to see like if it's a fall that'll kill me.
You look down and
And
it's
it
a
very
very,
well
very
could be.
long drop. You're not exactly sure, but something tells you that it would probably be a bad idea to jump down.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna cast blast. No, I'm kidding. Huh. And I can't see any way around the rubble, or I can't go
No,
through it.
you're gonna have to deal with it
Hmm.
somehow.
Hmm. Curses. I curse the rubble. I cast depression on it. You call yourself a pile of rocks? Hmm.
So when there's an obstacle in your way, how do you deal with it?
Well, usually up to this point, I've just climbed through it or gone around,
So try to
or
roll me
bl
the
or
strength
one of the
check.
party members has cast blast like a psycho. Okay, I'll try to roll a straight check.
Perfect.
Oh shit!
Damn near crit. Using strength, you're able to easily move the blocks out of the way, and from there on, you've cleared your path forward.
Cool.
Clearing the pathway, a single building without a roof is obviously guarded by some sort of magic. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to read that. Okay, well.
Hmm. Something in my gut tells me this building is guarded by some kind of magic. Ominous.
Okay, and then I have to put a human token. Okay.
Oh, I was about to ask, should I perception check for traps or anything?
You can perception check, yes, or intelligence check.
Cool.
All right, you crit fail, so you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I have a brain hemorrhage. All right, I'll make my way down. Cautiously, optimistically, after my noble victory. What could possibly go wrong?
So there is a single human at the door, and he will become hostile upon spotting you.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Yeah, you crit fail.
And amazing. Okay, so instead of stealth, I'm just gonna walk out where he can see me and say, "Hey, buddy, how's the weather?" So I crit failed. No, I'll roll for movement. Let's see.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Backtrack.
combat begins.
Six. Oh, he's looking dead in my direction, isn't he?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Amazing.
So with 6 movement, you can go just about anywhere.
Yep. Let's do this thing.
Oh, you're not
Oh,
gonna get
that's
in
fine.
his face. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get right up on him and
Are you gonna evade
cast
Victus?
Victus. Yeah,
Okay.
and I failed it.
I think that's a bad thing. Yeah, you lose your turn. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right, the man misses his mace. He's not nearly as amazing or as imposing as the previous guy. It's your turn. Fuddy, it's your turn.
Victus. Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
nice. And going for an attack.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
shit. Is my luck changing?
Seems like it is. You strike the fiend down, and let's see your damages. So it's going to be 7 damage total. And he's got armor. Um, was it 7? No. 3 plus 1 plus 1, which is 5. Yeah, 7 damage. And he reduces it by 2, so yeah, he takes 5 damage. He's now down 3 HP.
Nice.
The man takes a swing at you. Let's see if this works. It does.
Mm.
So he does 5
Oh no.
damage. Um, 5 damage minus 2, so he only does 3 damage to you. Unless you perception.
I will perception to further reduce it. Absolutely.
Alright, you take the 3 damage. Damn, this battle's even. This even Steven. Here we go. Alright, it's your turn.
All right.
You would have to cast Vevictus again if you
Now
wanted.
Victus it up.
Alright. You're buffing.
Yeah, got a 9. I'm so buff right now.
And
And
a
it counts for
6.
nothing.
And you miss. Okay. The guy misses. Is that a crit fail? -2. He's on a
Please
-1
be a
mod.
crit.
No, it's not. Okay. So it's your turn.
All right. I'll try to Victus again.
No, 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 you don't need to. You just got to attack.
Oh,
Well, re-roll again because you're trying to Vevictus
alrighty.
when you already did that.
Okay.
Alright, well, you failed anyway. Okay. Fuddy pauses, wanting to be smited. Now it says roll
Lay
your
me down.
dice. Alright, maybe roll 20 is bugging. There we go. Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Can you
Super
perception
dead.
this?
I'll certainly try.
You succeed. You take only 2 damage. So now you're down to 1 HP.
Nice.
I don't know why a second roll dice already happened. The roll 20 is kind of acting weird. Alright, so you're still alive. You have the Vavictus active, though. What do you do? Oh
I'm gonna
my
go for that
god.
swing. Yes!
Do you kill him or do you stun him?
Um, I'm gonna stun him and drain him. Try to get as much HP back as I can.
Well, he would die if you do that.
Oh, okay. I'll just stun him then. How much HP? Hmm. Yeah, hmm. Does it affect the HP I get back if I drain him now?
No, you'd still get half your HP back.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'll drink him.
You're not gonna spare him or nothing? Okay.
Oh, I could interrogate him.
Okay. So roll charisma.
I'll try to use, yeah, I'll try to use my charisma to try to
Alright, well,
convince him.
you fail.
And amazing.
The human looks at you. Get away from me, you leech. So now he won't talk to you because, well, you really fumbled the bag on that one.
Hmm. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'll eat him.
Alrighty. So that heals you up by half of his HP, which puts you to 5. Man, this blood drinking thing is
All right.
this new blood drinking mechanic is really brutal.
Yes, indeed. Adds a little more challenge.
So you'll get
Um,
2 gold for looting his corpse. You can perception check his
oh
corpse
yeah,
if you
can I?
want.
Absolutely. And it does me no good at all.
Yeah, you don't see anything. So ahead of you is a door to this weird building.
Hmm. I'm gonna roll to cut off this man's head.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to use him to like peek around this corner down here, like a little bit, and say, "Hey, come out here." See if I can do that.
Well,
Oh.
The issue is that you gotta open the door.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, drinking the guy gives you 5 XP plus 2, so that's gonna be 14.
Oh, perception the door for any kind of traps before I.
Oh my god. Okay. Looking at the door, you notice that it has a strange symbol on it and it glows with sunlight. As you keep looking at the door, you know
Ah,
that as a fledgling, sunlight is particularly harmful and will probably kill you in your current state. Since you crit succeeded, you also notice that there was some sort of symbol on the side of the building. You could maybe investigate that. Which button was it?
yeah.
Over here. This
Over
is,
on this
yeah, on the side of the building.
yeah. Okay. And now perception check the symbol. Huh.
You can't tell. So,
Hmm.
besides perception, it is magical in nature. You could try other means to figure out what it does.
Can I channel some energy magic into it? See if I get like a reaction.
I'd probably recommend just doing an intelligence check just to figure out what it is you're dealing with.
Oh, for sure.
Wow, that passes. Okay. So you looking at the symbol, you realize it's sun magic, and that energy would probably make it explode in your face.
Ah.
But looking at the runes and inscription, you realize that blood can disrupt the symbol. So if you smear blood on the wall, you will more or less break the trap that's holding the door.
Ooh, gotta sacrifice some HP.
Well, yeah, 1 HP.
Ooh. Okay. I don't really have a choice. I'll sacrifice an HP to disarm the trap.
As you smear your blood-stained hand on the symbol breaks like glass, and the door all of a sudden clicks open. No sunlight piercing through anything. You can now enter the building.
Wait.
There.
And now I cut off the man's head. No, that's a Hessian thing. I'll refrain from the head chopping.
Alrighty. I gotta read this. Entering the dilapidated building, you gaze out and see what appears to be nuns, harmless women terrified at your presence. The nuns appear to be tending to the men who are too wounded or too sick to ever pose a threat to Cain. The earthquake was a sudden shock for all these rebels, and has now obviously put them out in the open. You are the cat among these mice. Among the wounded, you see some are able to hobble to you in their last efforts of defiance. Most just cower under their bed sheets. What do you do?
I feast. Well, I'll perception check to see which ones look like they're sick in case their blood is poisoned. And I can't tell.
Well, the big thing is that as a fledgling, you just know that humans having diseases doesn't corrupt the blood. It's only if they have
Oh,
a
gotcha.
mutation.
Or if they're hit with poison magic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll feast. I'll just start taking my time chomping And I'm guessing the character standing up is a nun.
Yeah, she's not gonna really fight, but if you choose to
Okay.
fight, you have to fight. You must fight 10 human tokens with 0 armor and 4 in all stats with 5 melee skill with a stick that does 1 damage. Oh boy. I think you might die. Since you're just one player, we're gonna narrow this down to just 2.
All right. I'll roll for movement.
Alright.
2. I'll walk up to guy number 1, shout Ve Victus right in his face,
And that succeeds.
and then, hell yeah. And I'll go for a mighty swing with an 11.
Oof. It's too bad you're swinging on -1, but that kills him
Yeah,
because he has 0 armor. So 6
excellent.
damage, well 7 damage actually, but 7 damage just kills him entirely.
Beautiful.
The other human goes. Let's see his movement. 4. It's actually 3 because he's got a really bad limp. And he's swinging with a -1 mod. So let's see. Oh my fucking god.
Did he just crit? Yeah.
No, he didn't. -1 is still a pass. But, so that's 5 damage.
Oh, perception check to minimize.
I'm sorry, not 5. Because he's wounded and he's like injured as shit. So that's 3 damage. But either way, you do a perception check and you fail. So now you're down to 1 HP. There is that dead body next to you. You could always drink.
I will spend my turn drinking the dead body.
Since these are wounded individuals, these aren't their full HP, and the fact that they had 6 means that you're going to get 6 HP, so now you're at 7.
Hey, that's better than it was. All right.
Oh my god, this
I'm
person hits you again
healthy
for
enough
another
to take
3
another
damage.
swing. Oh, shit.
Alright, now it's your turn. Are you going to Vevictus?
Yes.
Amazing. Alright, now you can roll
I'm
to
gonna blow
attack.
out his eardrums with my mighty shout.
And you
And I
miss.
miss again.
And so does the human, yes. Alright.
Going for another swing.
Yes. Okay, you win. Alright, so 2, 4, 5. So you get 14 XP because you're probably going to drink this person as well. That's going to put you at full HP.
Absolutely.
So you leveled up. Congratulations. You got another 14 XP, so that's going to leave you at 8 out of 20.
Hell yeah.
So now you are level 1. It took you like 3 tries, but you finally did it. So at level 1, what are you putting your skill point into?
um yeah, at this point I'll just go melee. Melee proficiency.
Alright, so that's going to put you at a 0 mod whenever you strike, because your charisma is a +1.
Sweet.
Alright, so now let me read you the ending of this, because that's the end. As I said, one-shots are
Oh,
designed to be
cool.
very, very short. The longest one-shot I've seen lasted like 4 sessions. Like 2-hour sessions.
Yeah.
Killing the inhabitants, you drink them all of their blood for
Dang.
yourself. Each of you ascend from the power of their essence. All of you risen to level 3 with 15 gold for completing the mission.
Nice.
So now you're level 3.
Ooh, I became a big strong boy.
Alright, so at level 2, you get a stat
Hell yeah.
point and you get a skill point. So what stat do you want to increase?
Definitely my charisma.
Alright, so that's going to put you in 8 with a +2. And what's you get 2 skill points because you're level 3. So what skills are you doing?
I'll put another in melee and one in magic.
So 3 melee proficiency and
Yeah.
2 magic. Okay.
And that's how Oswald Osborne won the day.
There was many ways you could have ended this. You chose to end it in a more genocidal fashion, but that is fine with me.
Naturally.
Yes.
Violence is the best policy.
Always is.
Can I roll an attack just to punch this nun?
Well, I mean, you basically kill everyone, so it doesn't matter.
Ah,
Um, so that's going to give you
cool.
plus 15. So now you are at 18 gold total. Beautiful.
Despite the odds, we persevered and victory was achieved.
And then I'm going to reset
I thought I was
your
going to be stuck in that.
rules light. We're looking for leveling. So at level 3, you get 3 HP per point. So now it's going to put you at 15 HP.
Feels good.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I feel so strong. I thought I was going to be stuck in that starting zone for a lot longer.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we made it through so quick.
as I said, it's meant to be very, very short. It's meant to more or less introduce players to how the game works.
But
What you're going robo? What's up?
my bad. Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now. Now I can hear you.
I'd say we showcased all of the mechanics except for magic. Uh,
That was
any
kind
new
of the
players will definitely be more familiar with death.
that's kind of the big point was that Magic I feel like has so much of its own thing that it really doesn't need that much of a showcase until the very very end when you have a trap door. Whereas strength is very
Yeah.
very useful, perception is very very useful.
Hell yeah.
And there were many ways you could have handled
Charisma's
the
good too. It works.
there was many ways you could have handled the situation. One way you could have done was you could have summoned skeletons and had them open the door because skeletons don't take sunlight damage.
Yeah, but I dropped my intelligence to take the trait. I wouldn't have been able to cast summon skeletons.
There's a few other ways you could have done it, like if you didn't have such bad cunning, because you're Raziel and Raziems have bad cunning. But let's say theoretically, if you're playing
Yeah.
like a Zephanim would have a 0 mod on their cunning. But if the Zephanim went charisma, then that Zephanim could have done a +1 mod and convinced the human after capturing them to open the door for them, which would have again kind of negated the trap.
Mm.
Um, there's a lot of things you could have done differently, like having a teammate would have been very useful, but unfortunately, you were kind of solo. But because of that, you now got to suffer, and now you're through.
Yes, indeed. Hey, that was fun.
It's
I
very,
enjoyed
very
the
short.
suffering, honestly.
It's just funny seeing this one guy decked out in armor with a single mace, and he's supposed to be a scout, and he's just killing like 3 vampires by himself. It's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? This dude
that
needs to
dude
join the
definitely needs to
Seraphim.
be a character.
Yeah,
Exactly. Absolutely.
it wasn't until I started following my own script that I wrote, which is that he's supposed to be wounded. So I mean, wounded could
Yeah, we
be
would have been there
interpreted.
all night.
Yeah, he just kept rolling such good rolls. I was like, yeah, this guy's rolling a -1 mod. This shouldn't be bad. Oh no, it was bad. It was really fucking bad. And mind you, this would be interesting to see because if we had more players, it would have been 2 of you guys versus just him by himself. Because that's what it's supposed to
And
be, is like however many players there are, -1
yeah,
equals however many humans you fight, which would be very interesting to see.
with those rolls, he probably still would have kicked our asses.
Yeah, he only failed like I think 4 times.
That was awesome. I think the last time I had my ass beat that bad was 1v5 at level 1 for the last campaign. That was when Nurukai and Hesiod were fighting. I got stuck on the roof with all those dudes. They just kept kicking my ass. I'd get back up and they'd kick my ass again. Kind of reminded me of that. Good times.
Yeah, but as I said,
Oh, that was brutal.
oh yeah. And now the new vampire mechanic of hemomancy, where drinking blood only gives you like half the HP of the body. It makes it where drinking humans is really not that appetizing.
Yeah, it adds a little more makes you feel a little more desperate. Like, even though you're getting fresh HP, you're like, oh shit, I'm still in a rough spot. I'm still not 100%. I still got to play it safe.
Yeah, and that kind of adds to the whole Soul Reaver game where, like, if you're playing Raziel, you would kill a Slua or whatever, and you're like, oh man, this is such a tough fight. Let me suck its soul. And it only heals you
Uh,
like maybe 15% of your
yeah,
HP. You're like, ah, shit. I gotta go kill more Sluas. So it becomes like a bit of a math game where you're like, shit, okay, I gotta find out how much do I want to risk versus what's the reward.
yeah, it definitely heightens the risk reward challenge.
The next one shot campaign would be Contagion Unleashed. That's recommended to be 2 players, not really recommended for one, but you can carry on this character over to it.
For sure. Yeah, I'll hold on to him for a little longer.
Um, Contagion Unleashed. As time passes and conquest finishes, the blood supply begins to dwindle. Establishing farms to harvest blood is the lifeline for Kane Empire. These people come from multiple origins. Some were prisoners of war, and others were just lost feral humans in the wasteland. You're a newcomer to the Empire, a vampire with some passing skill, or a good head on your shoulders. Lately, there's been a rise in the mutant attacks. Mutants are bad for business and harvest as their blood is tainted. The blood is so foul, even a sip turns a veteran vampire into a wailing banshee. Looking for work, you set out on this job posted by the glorious god Cain himself. 100 gold to whoever stops a mutant hordes, 500 gold to whoever makes a sustainable blood from the grotesque mutants. With that, you and your
Hmm.
party of fellow vampires are assigned to investigate Plura Farms, a farm known for supplying a Terrellum Forge city and a Zephanim harbor. Losing such a boon would spell bad omens for the Empire and the respective clans. Possibilities for making good relations with both clans can occur if your party impresses them. So that's the next
Okay.
campaign. And as you can probably guess, that's a campaign where you're fighting strictly mutants.
Hell yeah.
But it's a much bigger one shot in that there actually is side missions in this one.
Oh, cool.
And there are people that you can meet. So I think Aqua joined and then left immediately because she realized that we were doing something.
Oh, I thought she was coming to play. Oh well.
She had like zero interest in playing. That's kind of the problem. I've been trying to get a lot of people interested. They just don't want to be in there.
That's too bad. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the issue is I think is that a lot of people roguelike D&D games or games that are just extremely lethal tend to not have good player bases. Like it's very hard to get someone interested in a game where you can easily get killed.
Yeah, you'd have to be a bit of a masochist to go for it.
But it's just funny
But
because, like, as I said, I just find it so interesting that people love Dark Souls. People love that genre of video games
hmm
where it's unpunishingly unfair. Like, it's inherently an unfair system. And that's the challenge of it. But then when it comes to like roguelike D&D games, people are like, "No, this is bullshit." Even though roguelike D&D games tend to actually be very fair, like the player and the monsters are fighting on equal footing. It's just you got to play your cards right.
yeah, it seems like every new game or module for D&D that comes out, they really heighten the feel good vibes and the power fantasy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like
Not saying that's a
playing
bad thing. Power fantasy is always fun, but having a challenge that leaves you uncertain around every corner, uh, that's a lot of fun too in my book. And it's more rewarding as far as I could see. It's like, do you want to play a game where your victory is all but assured, or do you want to play a game where you don't know if you're going to come out on top? Are you willing to roll the dice? Are you willing to make that bet?
yeah, like when I was playing BG3 a lot of times when I talk about BG3 my experiences with Baldur's Gate 3 is like different
Yeah.
because again, I'm playing on hard mode and I just whipped it out. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just whipping it out. And a lot of people are looking at my character build and shit and they're like, "Dude, this shit is awful. This is terrible." But then here I am killing like the spider matriarch under level as fuck at level 3.
Oh shit.
And I'm doing like all this crazy shit. Like I massacred the entire goblin camp by myself, and people were hearing me talk about my playthrough, and they're like, "What? How the fuck are you doing that? What kind of character loadout are you? Are you playing paladin?" I'm like, "Paladin? No, I'm playing a fucking dwarf sorcerer." And then I'm playing like a dual class of sorcerer and fighter. And then I show
Oh,
them my
nice. A spell
stats.
sword.
Yeah. And I show them my stats where I have like 14 in just about everything, and they're like, "Dude, this sucks." Because most of the time in BG3, when most people make a character, they want to have at least one stat at like 17
Hmm.
because that's your primary stat and that's what you're really really good
Yeah.
with. Me, nah, my shit's like 14 across the board.
Jack of all trades.
14 strength, 14 dex, 14 constitution, 14 charisma because that's the primary for sorcerer was charisma. And people were just looking at that and they're like, "Dude, that sounds so fucking bad." It's like, no, it's not. It's really fucking good.
Hell yeah, why be a glass cannon? I mean, shit, I always end up playing a glass cannon on in board games, but I don't know. Yeah, that sounds really good. A jack of all trades, good all rounder. Your rolls are going to be a lot more safer when it comes to con saves or dexterity saves. Hell yeah. You might not be as hitting as hard as the next guy, but you've got a wider variety of advantages, even if they're not amazing.
That's kind of what's happening right now. Is just that my dwarf character, he like lands lightning bolts like crazy. He keeps landing his doom hammer on people like every fucking time, and that's like 10 damage right there guaranteed.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, there's like no issues with my dwarf. It's like I could probably respec him and like make him more min maxy, but he's fine as he is.
Yeah, it sucks that I haven't been able to catch any of your BG3 streams. Every time you've streamed the game, I've been at work.
Well, I mean, I was playing with my friend and I did a multiplayer stream where it was me and him playing, and I was playing my orc cleric who worships Groomsh. Apparently, Groomsh is like the orc god. And my goal with
Yeah, I saw
him,
your screenshots.
yeah, apparently with him, I'm just trying to go like a necromancer kind of build where just being around me, I'll
Oh,
kill
cool.
you with like a death touch because there's necro damage that clerics
Nice.
do. And with him, I actually did do like a bit of a min max build where I went 16 strength. And so far, like I'm kicking ass. And my friend, who's like this warlock, he's beaten this game like 3 times, and he's even looking at my character build like, how the fuck are you doing so much better than me? I'm
A
like,
strength
cause
necromancer. That's cool.
yeah, the idea is I wear like super heavy armor and I have a mace with a shield, and the mace will do like necro damage. And then if I
Hey,
feel like giving, a quick little gropey grope, I'll grope you with some necro touch, and that's like 30 damage. It's really disgusting on Baldur's Gate. As I said, I think Baldur's Gate is like way too easy. It's a bit of a power fantasy.
yeah, I could definitely see that. I figured that's the kind of game it ended up being. Not that
But
there's anything wrong with it. I mean, Doom Eternal is a power fantasy, and it's fun as hell.
yeah. So I did post this stream all over Facebook, Reddit, and the Discord, obviously.
Oh,
Hopefully, this attracts people to want to play the game.
yes, come and watch me flounder and die multiple times. Come one, come all. Watch Fuddy get his shit kicked in.
Yeah,
What,
but
3 times in a row?
yeah, it was really bad. But the rules light page, it's really helpful. I don't know if you kept looking at that or not. It was really, really helpful.
Yeah, it is. It's very helpful. I had it pulled up whenever we were doing character creation.
Yeah, character creation's pretty basic because I decided to read through all the rules and go, okay, so Hilden is this, humans is this, and vampires are this. Because someone kept saying that like character creation was difficult. I was like, are you kidding me? The whole reason that I made this system was that you could create a character in like 5 minutes and then boom, be done. Like, whereas if you play Baldur's Gate or Vampire the Masquerade, you spend like 2 hours just designing a character.
Yeah.
Like I was playing
Yeah.
Warhammer Rogue Trader, like the actual Rogue Trader tabletop, not the video game.
Oh,
And
cool.
the actual tabletop takes like a good hour just designing a character because there's so much shit that you have to go through. It's like, what the fuck? So I noticed I'm missing an N. Let's put an N there. There we go.
You dare mistype? You dare have bad grammar? What's
Exactly.
this nonsense?
I'm a scummy dummy. So yeah, with vampires, you select a clan. So you just go to your little vampire codex. Because I see some new people joined our thing. Welcome
Oh,
everyone.
cool.
So what it is you go to your vampire codex, you see your vampires. There are example sheets on there in case you're wondering what character sheets look like. You select whatever clan it is. Then you either give yourself a +1 to a stat or -1 to a stat and give yourself a trait.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, I could whip out a Duma hymn and just say, oh yeah, I'll play a Duma hymn. I'm going to reduce my perception by 1, so it's 4. But I'm going to take the trait, um, what's it called? It's a negative trait.
Oh, a negative.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go Duma hymn
Brittle bones.
with a limp arm. Cannot use two-handers, shields, or dual wielding. Gives -2 damage to attack rolls. So I'll go this,
Jesus.
but then I'm gonna buff whatever stat by 2. So I'm gonna buff my intelligence by 2. So now I have 4 perception, 7 intelligence, and then one of my martial skills is gonna be like 5 because Duma him get to raise it up by 5 by to 4.
See.
I have
It's
useless
a nice little
arms.
trade off.
Yeah, so like that's if you want it to be complicated. That is as complicated as it gets. It doesn't get more complicated than that. Humans, same thing. Humans get a little bit more tricky just because they have skills instead of stats. So you have to really like think what kind of stat you want. Hilden are by far the easiest thing to play, but they have the hardest beginning. Fuddy's died
Yeah,
like 3 times already as a Hilden.
I'm doing pretty well now. But well, with my past record, I've tried to play it more cautious and failed spectacularly, going around basically menacing an entire city.
It's really funny because the beginning of the Demon Realm, Fuddy was playing like super friendly, trying to help people. Immediately tries to help some guy getting mugged, gets killed by the muggers. So he makes a different character, tries to help people, but trying to help himself a little bit. And by helping himself a little bit, he lands himself a nice shop. He's like getting into politics, getting into the city's like lore, and gets himself killed.
Yeah, I
Again,
was actually causing some damage economically.
now finally Fuddy's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm making a character that's strictly all about himself. And now he's
Yeah,
thriving. He's
he
doing
is a
so good.
villain.
Yeah. It's just so funny how that
He's a,
works out. Fuddy has embraced the demon realm. What it means to
I
survive is
have.
to be an ass.
I truly have. I've learned my lesson. This is not a place for kindness or mercy.
It is really funny
The only law
sometimes.
that the only law that matters is violence and how good you are at it. But yeah, we've gotten into so much shit. I'm curious to see where I can take Silas.
Well, with your character Silas, you kind of started in politics instead of
Yeah. Well, that I had so much fun with my last character getting into the political intrigue. I kind of craved more of it, but without giving a shit about anybody but myself. I've become a true politician.
it's just nice that how I envision things ended up working out the way that I envision them.
Oh yeah, spectacular job. Absolutely. A golden dusted dick all around. 10 golden
Yes.
dusted dicks out of 10. Such a great game.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the funny things that I put like witch doctors and then I put actual doctors in just about every city. And it's up to you to decide who like you trust more. Do you
Well,
trust scientific medicine or do you trust tribal medicine?
I don't know. The tribal medicine seems to be working for me at the moment. I guess it's just a matter of circumstance.
Maybe. The next campaign, the one that if we do get more players who want to play, which is awesome, then we would do the Dark Hospice again because that's a good ground starting point to get from level 0 to 3 or level 0 to like
Hmm.
2. Um, there was a few endings you could have done. Like you could have enslaved everybody, you could have freed everybody, let them all go. It's up to you. It's however you want to do it.
Nah, I've learned my lesson. Mercy is for the weak.
Um,
That's been ground into me.
but when it comes to the second campaign, which is the one that I just kind of loaded you in, Contagion Unleashed, it's gonna require a lot because there's actual like hemomancy dynamics that come into play. There is an alchemist that you can talk to, and you can make your own potions. Um,
Very cool.
blood types become very very important. Like something is that
All
like
right.
now that I've included blood types into the game, you could cast blood magic on the spirit realm because they have blue blood.
Interesting.
So if you're in the demon realm and you're like, oh, I need to cast reddest of wine, well, you're gonna basically cast the bluest of wine, and you're gonna literally regenerate the runes that you spent to cast that spell.
Cool. The only question is, can you regurgitate blue blood and bottle it after you've fed?
You can bottle it, and that is one of the blood types that you'll need for some of the hemomancy stuff, like the loop of Henley. I think was one of the
Yeah.
hemomancy. Fun fact: the loop of Henley is actually your kidneys.
Oh, cool.
As I said, I'm a medical person, so medicine's kind of like the best way for me to do things.
Hey, no judgment. That's awesome.
Yeah, Loop of Henley is insanely powerful. You must have one of every single blood type except for Demon. You don't need that.
What is porosis medically then?
You never heard of osteoporosis?
Oh, oh, it's just like
Brittle.
holes in your
Yeah,
brittle.
yeah. That's why it
Okay,
reduces your armor value by 4.
cool.
Glycolysis.
Is that too much sugar in your blood?
It's actually the destruction of sugar. So that would be your body
Ah,
digesting it. Hemosynthesis, totally made up, but I like the idea of synthesis. So hemosynthesis would be a lot like one of your elixirs for the Hilden, where it doubles the effects.
so you pop this before you pop a loop of Henley, and you can get two
Basically,
turns.
yeah, basically, yeah. Or you pop that and then you put Porosis, so now you reduce your value by 8, but you get 8 in a stat.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, Master Beef? That's my
Master Beef.
What's up, yo?
oof, loud. How's it going?
It's going all right.
Game to play?
So what?
I was saying you came to play or make a character sheet.
Yeah, do you want? Okay,
Cool beans.
guess not.
I assume not.
Hmm.
Yeah, like there's one elixir that you could drink as a Hilden called the Elixir of Bites, and it gives you 1 HP regen per turn based on level. So if you're level 8, you get 8 HP per turn.
Oh, that'd be so handy.
Yeah, you only suffer -1 to armor, but that's really a minor fucking issue.
Honestly, yeah, that +1 HP is well more than worth it.
Like also now, Hilden get different water bottle effects because of the change in how HP regain works. So when a human
Half
drinks
HP plus
water,
10.
yeah,
Cool. Oh, humans only get only half.
yeah, that's the drawback.
Right, because Hilden are better at absorbing nutrients. I remember this. That's cool. Jesus, I'm glad nobody had a monolithia on them. I would have never beaten a starter guy. He just whipped out a monolithia and drank it in the middle of the fight.
Oh, you're looking at the one thing.
Yeah, the pharmaceuticals for humans.
Yeah, the
Humanity's
pharmacopoeia.
wild card. Yeah. Boosts all stats to the highest that the drinker has. That's insane.
Yeah, so this is kind of more for your min maxer kind of thing, where like all of his stats are just crap. They're like 3 or 4, but then one stat, just one, is like 10. Okay, well if he drinks this, it's gonna turn all of them into 10.
This is definitely a wild card.
The one thing that kind
Can
of sucks.
vampires use that?
No,
No. Oh, that's too bad.
that's why I have different drugs for different species.
Yeah. Vampire goes to drink it. Hot joke's on you. It's liquid sunlight. Just fucking burns a hole through their guts.
I'm just kind of resetting all my maps right now, so that way, if other players come in and join,
Sure.
we can do stuff.
Absolutely. It's a shame. I was hoping there'd be more people. They seem to be interested.
Part of it could be scheduling. the other thing is that
That's
like
true.
the other thing is, as I've said, like a lot of people enjoy the work that I do, but no one actually seems to play it, which is kind of weird.
Missed opportunity.
And then some of them say the weirdest thing to me, which one of the guys said in our own Discord chat was there's a lot of rules to read through. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, that's a lot of rules to
It
read.
has maybe a page or two more than the original advanced copy of the rules of D&D, and that was like 12 pages.
What I was gonna say is that like just about any TTRPG I get into is like 80 something pages of shit that I have to read.
Right.
Where it's like choosing your own like race or origin depending what you're playing. Like if it's Star Wars, it's races. If it's D&D, it's races. If it's Warhammer, you're just playing strictly as humans. But even then, it's like 2 whole pages for just each individual starting thing that you could choose. And it's like, damn, this is a lot of
Right.
information. So I'm going to end the stream here. This was a good time.